Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel, The Folk Philosopher, where we talk peace of mind, mental health, and being your best self. Hi my beautiful people, welcome to another episode with me, Masi Nyango, also known as The Folk Philosopher. Today we'll be talking about two things can be true at once. Thank you for joining me on another episode. If you like something, if you learn something, if I just entertain you, can you like, share, subscribe, and comment? Be much appreciated. And as always, let's get into it. So two things can be true at once, and today we'll just go right into the points. Number one is think outside the box. So you don't always have to live in the status quo. You don't always have to follow the masses. Just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean the other can not be true at the same time. So for example, if you're in your finding yourself journey, you can still also be looking for a partner. You can still also be doing a 9-to-5 job as you start your business. You can be running also as you go to the gym. You can be doing multiple things at once. One thing does not have to be true by eliminating something else. So you can be finding yourself as you look for a partner. I've had a bit of conflict about this on social media. So two things can be true at once. You can be working on yourself at the same time, working on your friendships, working on your familial relationships, working on your work relationships. So just because you're focusing on one thing does not mean that other things have to be left alone, that they don't need your attention. So two things can be true at once. Let's focus on ourselves and avoid following the masses, following social media where you have to be a certain type of way. There is no rule book to this life. There's no outlining ways on how you should live. So two things can be true at once. Think outside the box. Just because you studied in a specific field does not mean you cannot work in another field or even work in two different fields. So many things are possible, but because of the limitations of others, we tend to limit ourselves. You can be a mom and still be a boss CEO, straight 5. You can be so many things at once. So do not limit yourself by putting yourself in a box. Two things can be true at once. The second one is monetize all your skills. And monetize here might not be just financially, but you should put value on all your skills. You can be a hairdresser, at the same time you can be an accountant, you can be a singer, you can be a babysitter, you can be a dog walker. All those fancy jobs that we see in the movies, but even in just normal day Nairobi life, you can be so many things. You can sell clothes online. At the same time, you can do lashes, you can be a consultant, you can be a good friend, even that one is very valuable. You can be an assistant, so many options. So do not limit your skills and monetize each skill. Make sure you're putting a value on all your skills. And also, if you have the time, money, and energy, you can also pursue other skills. You can learn a musical instrument, you can learn a new language, you can learn even a new soft skill. So put yourself out there. Just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean the doors on other things are closed. And most of the times we close these doors because of age, or because of resources, or because we feel like we are not capable. In my other videos, I talk about removing these restrictions, first of all, internally. Internally, you have to just start being the Lulu. Confuse your mind. Talk to your mind in a way where you start lying to yourself if you need to. Fake it till you make it. Start convincing yourself that you are worthy and you are capable of getting the skills. And one way or another, the opportunities will start finding you, the doors will start opening. So be open-minded to new skills, new activities, which at the end of the day might actually be monetized financially. They might actually bring you income on the side, but before even the money comes in, just put a value on all your skills. If you're good at public speaking, if you're good at open mic comedy, if you're good at singing, karaoke, hosting, whatever it is, put yourself out there. You're good at being a DJ, put yourself out there, let people know. The worst they can say is no. The worst anyone can say is no. And you'll always be bad at something at first, but depending on how much consistency and discipline you have, it might end up just being the roots to your societal success. So lay down the belief that you can only be good at one thing and try out as many things. Life is short and we need to live it as fully as possible. So the third one is free your mind and the rest will follow. Be open-minded. Be as open-minded as possible. Two things can be true at once. Someone can be a good person and also be a bitch. Someone can be your friend but can also be going through something. Someone might do something wrong but they might have a very good reason. So don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to land on conclusions. Don't be so quick to shut people out. Don't be so quick to give up on someone, on yourself. So much can be going on and we tend to assume, we tend to only see one side of the coin. We only tend to focus on our perspective. So learn to remember that two things can be true at once, and just because something has happened doesn't mean that there are other factors that were not in play. So many other things might have happened at the same time to cause someone to act the way they did, to cause the situation to go the way it did. So open your mind to possibilities that someone might not be that bad, that they didn't intend to hurt you. Learn to look at the positive side of things as much as possible. I know we live in a very harsh and cruel world, but also we live in a very beautiful and amazing world. Once again, two things are true at the same time. So open up your mind to the possibility that good things are possible, even when situations are bleak, even when someone seems to have done you wrong. So many things might be going on. So free your mind, open up your mind to new possibilities. Open up your mind to limitless possibilities also in your own life. Open up your mind to your dreams coming true in so many possible ways. Give yourself so many ways that your dreams can come true, that you can grow, that you can change, that you can become better every day. So free your mind and the rest of the things that you want will follow. The last one, but not the least one, is explore new ventures. Explore new things as much as possible. Explore new hobbies, explore new places, explore new people, explore new job opportunities, explore new business opportunities. As much as you can, dip your toes in new waters. You'll be able to see what you're capable. You'll push yourself out of your comfort zone. You'll find people you thought you'd never meet. You'll find a version of yourself you thought didn't even exist. Just put yourself out there as much as possible, and you will see how the universe rewards courage in terms of putting ourselves out there. Life is scary. It is scary to do new things. Change is scary. It is annoying. And trust me, I am the one person who I will resist change as much as possible, but at the same time, I will always convince myself to try new things. So put yourself out there, travel if you can. Excuse me again. Travel if you have the resources, and if you don't, walk. Honestly, just start walking. Walk to new places. Pick up a hobby that lets you find new places, meet new people, even if it's just in your area zone. Do not let the lack of money or the lack of resources, time, energy constrict you. Learn to, as I've said before, learn to lie to yourself. Fake it till you make it. Don't let anyone tell you anything. People are out here faking life and literally making it. So you have to start being as delulu as possible, as unrealistic as possible. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to come back down to earth, you need to be realistic. Everything that is real was imagined. So imagine the biggest version of your life and start living it. So explore new ventures as much as possible. Say yes. Choose a whole month where all you do is just say yes. If someone invites you somewhere, go. If you're called for an interview, go. Apply to jobs even if you're not looking for one, just for the experience of going for an interview. Apply to conferences, apply to lotteries, apply to winning those trips or anything. Whatever it is, just apply. You never know where it might land you. So explore new ventures as much as possible. So that is it for today. Let's just remember that two things can be true at once. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like something, if you learned something, if I just entertain you, can you like, share, subscribe, and comment? See you guys